Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another eventing vlog. Because we broke down on the way here and then we weren't coming, so I didn't vlog any of that because I just thought we weren't coming anymore. I am delighted with that, guys. So anyway, that was my tactic today and it paid off. Here's my little eventer. He looks it right now. Good morning. Good morning, baby. Hey, oh. We are off eventing today with Charlie boy. Although everyone's coming. Hello. Hello, everyone. So it's actually a very leisurely start. We're eventing today, and it's about, is it 6:45 perhaps? And he's still out in the field, so we're not actually, we're off to West Wales, Wiltshire. Shall I get that back onto me? Which is about 4 hours away. Well, hopefully less. And we're not competing till 3. So we've got a very leisurely start. I'm just getting him in now to give him a proper groom and plait him up, and then we'll be on our way. But he's had a lovely, calm, quiet night out in the fields. Oh yes. So he has not even the foggiest. Everyone wants the scratchies. I'm surrounded. Good morning, everyone. Oh, good morning. But yeah, right, I will give a few more groomies. Sorry, okay, swatching. I'm in a little groomy triangle. You all three could groom yourselves. Hey? I will. Right, sorry guys, digressing. I will get to the yard. So I just thought I'd quickly say we're off to West Wilts, like I said, to do the BE80. It's his first BE. And yeah, no expectations really. Just me and my instructor thought it was a good one to take him to. Barbary Castle, which was his last one, was beautiful, but it was enough of an ask of a cross-country test, and he did have 2 little run outs, and so we just kind of thought, I mean, like, I haven't been able to get him out since. I don't know when I'll get him out after this again, so it's very soon after competing at the weekend to be going back up the M4. But yeah, we just felt like this was the one to hopefully get him his first, well no, he got clear at Howick, but that was the 70, but his first clear at 80 cross country. So that's our plan. I don't really mind about the dressage will always be what it will be. And the show jumping is still a kind of a bit of a game of luck. He is generally quite careful, but he is still a baba, and we still kind of have those moments where perhaps his canter isn't where it should be, etc, etc. So we'll see. But yeah, our main goal today is clear cross country, not necessarily within the time, but just a nice spin. Yeah, can take you along for as much of it as I can. Tim, my partner's coming, bless him. He did actually think it was another qualifier with Hattie, so he thought it was a really big deal. And then yesterday when I was like, oh, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, no pressure, no chill, no stress, it was just chill. And he was like, you're very like calm about it considering it's another NQ. And I was like, oh no, this is with Charlie, this is just for fun. And he was like, oh, I think he mostly kind of felt like he should be there for me, or I shouldn't go alone if it was a big one. He is still coming, even now he knows it's just for fun. But yeah, I did feel a little bit bad, like I hadn't lied. I'm pretty sure I told him it was with Charlie. But anyway, Tim's coming and he's pretty good on the old camera, so hopefully we'll get you a fair bit of footage, bring you along for the ride. Voila, one shiny plaited boy, one Timmy coming in hot. He's all done. He's got a little bit of chalk on his hoofs, well sorry, legs, a little bit of oil on his hoofs, and his platies. Good boy. He was pretty good. He was very quiet, and then he got a little bit antsy when it got a little bit busy down here. And he's gone back to being nice and quiet. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. Trying to decide whether to leave early or chill for 45 minutes. probably leave early if I can get him on board with that idea, but we'll see. Yeah, nothing else to show you from home now. Just wanted to show you him looking him all ready. You good boy. He's got such a nice mane to plait. I don't think you can see because of the way the light's falling on them. Fairly pleased with them considering he was eating from a small whole hay net the whole time. You'll just have to imagine how much better they'd look if his head was still. But yeah, see you there. Surprise! We are about to go down the centre line, and as you are well aware, there has been very little vlogging. As I say after this test, we do break down on the way, and then I thought we weren't going anymore, so I stopped filming, or didn't film any of it. And then Westwilts kindly got me, well, some passers-by kindly helped us fix the horse box, and Westwilts gave me the latest times of the day. So we hit the road, and 3 hours later we turned up, but basically had to go straight into dressage, hence why there is very little filming in between. But I will give you my dressage mark. So we get a 7.5 for our centre line and no comment. Bless him, we had a very rushed warm up, and this is, I think, probably our best test to date. So maybe that suits him, or maybe he's growing up, who knows. At C we have a track right, and at B we have a circle right, and we got a 7, and it just says could flow more. Every single comment is going to be fair enough. I'm going to try not to say fair enough after every comment. Judgy knows best. But yeah, really happy with that. I mean, there's all the usual baby things: inconsistent outline, inconsistent rhythm. She marked very fairly. I think she marked, as if it was an 80 test, which is nice. And then BFAK, we have working trot, and we got a 7. We then have a change the rein, and we have a 7, and it says outline could be softer. And yeah, of course, I agree with all of it. Like I say, I only had a quick read through the test, but really happy. We then have a working canter left. We get a 6.5 with some loss of balance. This is usually his better reined canter on, and I just think he was quite unsettled in all this. I'm not going to lie. We got another 6.5 for that circle, with the comment a little onward bound, which made me chuckle. We then have working trot, which we get a 7 for, and then we have a circle at B, which we get a 7.5 for. No comment for either of those, but yeah, delighted to just see a few more 7 and 7.5s creeping into his tests. And yeah, just in general, I feel like he's been a little bit more consistent. I mean, watching this back, I could honestly pull it apart, but I just have to look at where we've come from. This is his 3rd one-day event, and I think his 5th dressage test. So it's just, yeah, all these things that will become less and less and less, hopefully, the more we do. I mean, the season's wildly nearly over. I feel like it's just begun. Anyway, sorry, back to the results. Here we got a 7, which I actually think was quite generous. It says a little short in the neck, and I believe it really was. I would have probably been okay with a 6.5 for that. And then that transition, we actually got a 7 for again. So she's marking it like it's an 80. I think she's marking quite sweetly, really. I wish Hattie got 7s for, well, if it compare it to Hats, if that got a 7, then Hattie would be getting 9 for her transitions. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, I do think it's quite nice when they do mark a little bit more fair for 80s, and they kind of accept that these are probably younger or slightly more green horses. For that downward transition, we got a 7 for, so that's 1 mark for the trot and the walk, and we got a 7, no comment. And then the medium walk, we got a pleasing walk, but turn before E, which is so true. Like here, we're supposed to ride to E and turn. Instead, I ride it more like a 20-metre circle, so that's a shame. We still got a 7.5, which was nice. Then back up to working trot, which we get a 7.5 for, and then guys, we get an 8 for our halt. And I do remember thinking that was pretty good. Obviously his hind is slipped back. Either she couldn't see that, or it didn't bother her, just the fact that it was straight and through and obedient meant that she could give us an 8. So yeah, delighted. We got a 7.5 for our paces, a 7 for impulsion, 6.5 for submission, and a 7.5 for my riding. And I've been getting consistent 7s for my riding, so that was quite nice to get that extra 5. Overall comments, lovely active horse, little more relaxation for the 8s to flow. Thank you, Liz. So yeah, delighted with that overall, considering the short amount of warm-up. I just think he came out like a big boy. Oh my gosh, guys. Long time no speak. You'll have just seen my dressage. I couldn't think what I was going to say then. You'll have just seen my dressage and nothing else, because we broke down on the way here and then we weren't coming, so I didn't vlog any of that because I just thought we weren't coming anymore. Waiting for the RAC, and then some electricians stopped and helped and they managed to fix it, and then we were coming, but then didn't speak in the lorry because it's a bit loud. And then as soon as we got here, the car called up and was like, do you want a lift to go around and look at the cross-country course? And I was like, oh yeah, and also they managed to move me to the last in the class, so I was one of the first and now I'm the last. Thank you, Westworld, you're amazing. So then got driven around the cross-country course and then went straight into the dressage, and now we're here. Fairly happy with the dressage. I was hoping Tim would hold the camera so I could talk, but he's a little bit busy, it would seem. Fairly happy with the dressage. It was what it was. Yes, it was a little bit rushed. Yes, it was a little bit this, it was a little bit that. To be honest, he's hot. He's had a long journey. I didn't want to give him a really long, thanks babe, a really long warm up.
They were home at 4:26.
So just did a little bit of warming up and then went for it. He spooked up the road a little bit. The ring was next to the road and he's kind of my really expensive camera just got
Just started on 33.5, play around in the show jumping.
Anyway guys, I was really hoping today was going to be a good vlog because the last one wasn't my best. But today's not going to be great either. Welcome to my mad life. Good boy Charlie. I'm now going to go down to show jumping and do some show jumping and then cross country, do some cross country and then drive the 4 hours home again. I'm very warm. Trying not to rush, trying not to not let my heart rate get too high. He's being amazing. I mean, he's had a bit of a journey to get here, but he's taking it very well. So yes, thank you baby. I'm going to leave this, get him ready, get down to the show jumping, and maybe, I'll probably, to be honest, going to probably catch up with you right at the end. But yeah, okay, I just wanted to show you this little clip of him just being angel child in the warm-up. So if you watched him at Howick, you may have remembered me just saying how anxious he was, bless him, like almost internally. He wasn't exploding externally, but internally he was just so tense. So I just wanted to include that of how much he's growing up and how calm he was in what was quite a small warm-up really. And then into the ring, he does here basically what I thought he might do coming round to the first. I thought he might have a little look at this fence. A few horses were spooking at it and I thought he might, so I was kind of ready for that, and then he does give me a lovely pop. I mean, what is quite nice about him is when he does back off, he does give it some extra room. Love how he jumped. The second one here, I was a teeny bit aware initially of how you're turning away from the warm-up to a fairly big oxer, but he did it absolutely fine. So I'm just little things like that I'm absolutely delighted with. This one I get him to on a shoddy stride and fair play, he does go, and then there I just tell him to go forwards. There's that little flower box there that he was spooking at and I was like, no, come on, job to do, and I probably just ruined our rhythm a little bit for that oxer, but again, super clever legs. Jumps this one lovely from memory, yeah. And then again back away from the warm-up, he has a little spook at the jump picker-uppers there, standard Charlie. And then this oxer, he does throw his head, but we did get it on quite a nice stride, and he does have it, which is such a shame because he jumped it lovely. And then down to that upright, which again he does lovely. Then we've just got this related distance to finish. He's spooking at the photographer there, I think from memory, or the flower box again, can't remember. It wasn't related actually, it was a devil, but yeah, lovely. I was really happy with that, and I'm gonna show you a few little slow-mos of him because he's just so cute. I am delighted with that, guys. What a little angel child he is being. I know we had a pole, couldn't care less. He actually jumped it lovely. I think we hit it on a nice stride. I don't know to watch the video back. You've just seen it, obviously. Don't care. Happy days. He warmed up amazingly with all these horses around him. It's quite a tight warm up here at West Wilts. Horses coming up beside him, behind him, around him, and he's just happy little boy. Had a little look here and there, did a bit of this, did a bit of that, mostly same as like before, and I think it'll just take a bit of age and experience to get him out of this, is he has a little look at, sorry, look at my face, everything around the arena, not actually his jumpies. He's spooking at his jumps. When he sees his jumps, he's like locks on and he's like, oh yeah, jumping. But he's like having a look at this and that and the flower pots and the timing starters and la la la. He's a pretty boy. But yeah, he's just been an angel child. He's tied up here loosely so he can eat, and he's happy, and yeah, delighted. I mean, I'd love him. Like today's goal was a clear in the cross country. It's actually causing loads of problems. It is what it is. As in, like, he's already been brilliant. I really hope, you know, like even if he did have a stop or two in the cross country now, he's being great. You know, I can't let that take away from what a little legend he's actually being today, considering all things considered. Like, late getting here, on the road for a while, it's hot, he's alone for the first time. You good boy. Yes, you good boy. He's actually taking it all really well. So yeah, okay, so we're at Sarah now. Feel like already it was worth it. And yeah, oh, we had a 28 point something dressage, which had him like 4th after dressage. So again, delighted. Obviously that pole has knocked him down, but just really exciting to think he can be competitive at BE when it's our day. You know, I know like all has to be a day. He as you would have seen in that show jumping, there were a few where he probably could have, should have, would have had down. The one he had down was the one that I didn't think he was going to have down. We got a bit close here and there, and he was very clever on a few other occasions. He really likes to leave them up, was where I was going with that. He likes, you know, he's clever legs, and he tries. So I rushed for the dressage and I rushed for the show jumping, and I thought, you know what, I'm not rushing for the cross country. Take his plats out, have a little drink, stop for 2 seconds, let him have 2 seconds, regroup, catch our breath, both have a drink, and then go out and have a nice time, hopefully, on the cross country. Hopefully be able to bring you a little bit. It's quite difficult to film here. You should be able to get me going out and coming back, which aren't the most exciting jumps. Some of the nicer jumps are off around the course, but I'm not going to send Timmy off 4 fields away. But yeah, I will catch up with you after cross country. And a cross country round you will see from Tim, who was sitting in a car and following me around. I was the last one on course, and the owner, Peter, kindly offered to drive him around behind me. I knew they were going to do it, but whilst I was out riding that, I had no idea they were there. It was really surreal watching this back and being like mental. I had absolutely no idea of where they were at any point, whereas actually they're like right behind me. Anyway, there you can see we had a fair bit of that in this cross country. That is just Charlie. He does these big spooks and then he goes, hence why I just bring him back to trot, and then he can kind of come in, have a look, and still have time to jump. We didn't get any refusals because he didn't actually take any step backwards. He just does these big jinks left or right on a few occasions. However, those two you've just seen were quite early on, and then we actually have a real nice little run until we get to the water. But other than that, he was pretty good.
Pour your soul out over my skin. Nobody else would get this like you do, like you do. Oh, stand down, darling, now. We've gone too far this time.
We did it, and you probably will have seen a fair bit of it thanks to the nice man at West Wales, Pete, lovely Pete, for driving Tim around whilst I rode.
Pete's the owner.
Pete is the owner, he's lovely. It's not the first time he's done that, he actually did that last year. This time last year I think, when I brought hats, and that day we were last on the course too. Bless him, so he drove Tim around. What you will have seen is me doing a fair bit of trotting and galloping, because, sorry, I'm trying to pack away at the same time, because at Barbary, basically he will jump, he's just quite spooky and green, and I think he just needs an extra little look sometimes of what he's jumping, so, and he's very good at jumping from trot, he's scopy, he's clever, so I just thought I would just let him trot more today. I say make him trot, to be honest, because he goes as if he's all keen. I haven't watched the video back yet, so it might seem like I'm like woeing him, where maybe I should just be letting him go, but I know him, you know, fairly well now, and I just know what he's like, and sometimes, so he just has a spook, and he'll just like, he spooks so hard that by the time I've stopped him spooking, he's like ran past the fence. It's almost like he's not even running out of the fence. So anyway, that was my tactic today, and it paid off. I'm glad I did what I did because it worked, and he still jumped everything safely and fine. There was one where he jumped quite big, and I did get a little bit left behind, but the rest I was quite happy with. And he did it. We did it. We're done. What a day. Carnage, but we're going home. We came 8th, bless him. Delighted with that. He would have come 5th. I mean, I say like woulda, coulda, shoulda, but I just mean as far as dressage, as in it's nice to know he's got a competitive dressage on the day we did go clear. He was in 5th after dressage. So yeah, delighted with that, because he is a bit behind with his dressage. Sorry, babe. And it's just nice to know it's catching up with his jump phases. So yeah. Gonna get my rosette in a bit, and then I'll probably sign out then, but I'm just gonna continue packing away. It's gone 7. We've got a 4-hour drive home, so I need to just keep on keeping on. Tim's boiling the kettle so we can have a little sponge bath, so I don't drive home stinking, because it is warm, it's close. But right, I'm gonna leave this here. Sorry, my vlogs are so stop-start. Tim told me I need to stop apologising to you. I'm sorry, I apologise so much. It is what it is. See you in a bit. Okie dokie. Nearly home. Hour to go. Getting slightly worse for wear. Just offered him some water, make sure he's okay temperature wise, etc. And I thought I'd finish the vlog here, just because when I get home all I'm going to do is just turn him out. It'll be dark. But yeah. Delighted. He's travelling really well, bless him, it's the longest he's ever been alone. It's always kind of sad when you take the babies off by themselves, I think, 'cause it's just so needy on you. I mean, it's great for them to learn, but it's a big thing, obviously, I feel. But he's done really, really well. He's been lovely today, actually, by himself, because if you watch my Barbary vlog, you'll see how shouty he can be, and he's actually got the like most piercing whinny. So it's been really nice. I think. Oh, hi. Whoa, come here. Oopsie. My dog is barking. Naughty girls. Anyway, it's a very piercing whinny, and it's been nice today to not hear him every 2 seconds screaming in my ear. He's been a very good boy, but I often find them easier to take by themselves. Yeah, not what else to say, guys. Thank you for watching. Sorry it's been another slightly, I would say, like, carnage vlog. I watch these vlogs and they all just seem so like not easy. I've got so much respect for people that vlog. I absolutely would not say it was easy, but it just always seems like they have more time. I don't know whether it's just that they've got more willing, you know, I don't know. I'm not saying at any point they just make it look easy. I am fully aware, like, learning how hard it is when you're like mentally elsewhere to try and think to pick up a camera and film yourself. It's really difficult. I do enjoy it though. Like, I'm not complaining. It's obviously a choice, and I have made this choice, and I'm enjoying the journey. And I can't wait to watch them all back, like, in a year's time. That's what I'm really excited about. Because obviously at the moment they're all kind of like so fresh memories. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to looking back at the baby vlogs when you're a 6-year-old. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please comment, like, share, subscribe. Not share. Well, I'd love it if you shared. It's been a long day, guys. Been a long day. Last stud muffin. Little stud muffin for my stud muffin. I'm gonna clip you back on. Oh yes. I hope to see you next time. I don't know when that will be. Going eventing again. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. Going eventing again, but not for a month. But knowing me, I'll probably find something before then, because that's what Ella does. But yeah, thank you very much. Trying to do mum. Till then, say good night, Charles. Nosta pab. Good night, everyone.